hope you're safe and sound. Thank you for tuning into the BITSA podcast. A very warm welcome to our first spotlight session. This is a new section that we have started to draw the spotlight on some good initiatives and reach out to our fellow BITSians. Volunteering has always been in the BITSian spirit, and hence to kickstart our first session, today we will look at one such initiative that I personally have been working with. Given the coronavirus situation in India, there are many who were rendered helpless without basic necessities. And to solve this problem, a few people got together to build this platform called CovidSOS. CovidSOS is a brilliant non-profit initiative to connect senior citizens and specially abled people with volunteers from their neighborhood to aid the delivery of essentials. Coming straight to our guest today, we have Siddharth Jain, co-founder of CovidSOS. Welcome, Siddharth.
Hi, Akriti. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me over for the conversation.
So connecting volunteers with people who don't really have adequate support is a noble thought, and so are the people working towards it. What has been the impact of the platform till now, and how many people are helping you to build this platform? What is the team behind it? Can you please elaborate a little?
Yeah, sure. So just before that, I also want to tell you about how the platform came together. So what happened was, I'm a working professional, young out of college, and I don't really have any resources to go and help out a lot of people at once. But once the lockdown began, we realized that a lot of people do need help, and each of us can help some people, if not a lot of people. And that's when we decided, I and a few of my friends thought, what if there's a platform where anybody, all of our working friends and from our professional network can register as volunteers and maybe go out and help one or two people in their neighborhood. And yeah, that's where the idea started off. And in the last 2.5 months, there have been about 1600 to 1700 volunteers who have signed up to help people near their houses, and we've been able to positively help over 5,000 people with essentials, ration, grocery, and medicines as well. So, yep, and this has been happening pan-India.
Okay, great. So, we have a website which is www.covidsos.org. So, how does the website work and the tech thinking aspect work at the back end of things?
Yeah, sure. So, we first thought of, we started experimenting for a day with a WhatsApp group, and we realized that when we started with a WhatsApp group of connecting volunteers and requesters, it was very difficult to trace and track who was helping which person and how did that go. And plus, once we crossed the 200 limit of volunteers, 250, and then we were not able to add a lot of people. So that was also a limiting factor, and that's when we thought that website is something which we can build. And I have a few of my friends from IIT Delhi, BITSians, and a few other colleges as well. So what we did was, this is something which we do for a living, for our profession as well. So we thought, why not use the technology that we learned in colleges and that we learned in our jobs and use it for a social cause? And that's when we decided, let's get this website up and running. And on the website, it's super simple. You go as a volunteer and register that you want to go, you are willing to go and help someone. This takes you have to put in your name and number. And at the same time, people who need help, directly or indirectly, they come down to the platform either through NGOs or through somebody who knows that this person needs help, or any other way. They come down to the platform and register the request. So as soon as the request is received, what happens is that we automatically see the location of the volunteers and the location of the requesters, and whoever are close by, just like how Ola or let's say Uber operates. That's how we operate, and we help volunteers connect with people who need help, and then they are more than happy to go out and help those people out.
Yeah, so I think personally that the ease with which the website can be navigated is a crucial factor that we have been able to address so many requesters, and so many volunteers have been able to sign up efficiently on the website. So I remember one requester vividly. She was a 73-year-old woman living alone. She needed groceries and medicines. She faced a lot of problems before she finally received help after a week. And she called me around 2-3 weeks later saying she'd love to host me if I ever come to her city. And that really touched me, reminding how small acts of kindness can go a long way. I'm sure you have some stories, and why don't you tell some of your stories from CovidSOS?
Yeah, actually, definitely. So we have seen, like you mentioned, the experience with that specific senior citizen. A lot of cases have happened where volunteers have gone out of kindness, out of their way, and helped people out, and then the mutual respect in the community and the intent to give back has improved drastically. We see such scenarios multiple times, wherein, let me just give you one example. We got a call from a young college student. He said that, this is about a month back. He told us that in the lane where he lives in Mumbai, a senior citizen about 65 years old he is you know wandering around on the lanes because he does not have a fixed shelter. He is originally from Pune but was in Bombay for some work and got stuck due to the lockdown. And in such a scenario, he did not have any way to survive by himself independently or be able to go back to Pune. And the college student reached out to us saying that, hey, CovidSOS, can you help through your volunteering network? And we started communicating about it to people, and within about an hour, there was a volunteer who was willing to go and help him out. The volunteer went down to actually go and pick up the senior citizen, took him to a nearby old age care center, made him visit a hospital, gave him some essential food, biscuits, groceries, so that he could at least have some basic essentials for the next few days to survive until a return to Pune is planned. And during the same time, another volunteer willingly agreed to, they just read it on the website that this request is somewhere a person needs help, and they agreed to coordinate with the police to go to the nearest police station, get the approvals for movement of the senior citizen back to Pune. And about 3 days later was when the senior citizen was finally able to reunite with their family. And we also got a comment from the doctor that it was very essential that you had brought in that senior citizen at that time, and if it would have been a little delayed, it could have risked his life. So instances like this, I think when people get the opportunity to help, they are absolutely willing to help, and that's what we have been seeing all throughout.
Yeah, and I think it's stories like these that keep us looking forward in these dire times where almost everything is crashing down. So is there any message that you would...
I wouldn't be so pessimistic that everything is crashing down, but I would definitely say that the situations are tough for people and we have to really come together and help people out. And I think that's the same message that I would also love to tell to the BITS community, that while it is a tough time and some of us might be relatively well off, we should just take out a few minutes or a few hours every week or every month to maybe try and help someone within our vicinity, within our whatever our constraints are. We should try and see if we can get somebody else to smile without having an external incentive in it. And I think it really, the gratitude really helps you, I would say, sleep peacefully at night, or just gives you the vibe that you are contributing to the society at a greater good, for the greater good. And yeah, that is what is, I would say, my message to the audience, whoever is listening to this.
Yeah, so as we say that giving smiles is not a matter of dollars or giving out some materialistic possessions, but it just takes a moment of generosity. Thank you so much, Siddharth, for making a difference to the community and giving opportunities to other volunteers to be a part of it and taking the spirit of compassion forward. Thank you for being a part of this feature as well.
Thank you, Akriti, and I think you guys are doing a great initiative and with this feature. So yeah, thank you very much.
And also a big thank you for our audience. I'm really grateful that you took out the time to listen to this podcast. We've introduced this section to let you know what is cool and happening around you and how you can benefit from it. Let us know if you're a part of some amazing initiatives, and we'd be more than happy to feature it. Goodbye, take care, and see you in the next podcast.